Jesus Christ, Isa al-Masih, was a true prophet. He prophesied about his own death and resurrection. Would you believe? Good morning. I'm talking to you, Stefan Hager, from Switzerland, Huttwil, the town I was born. We are reading Matthew's Gospel, Injiil chapter 20, where Jesus talks to his disciples about his death and his resurrection and the cross. Verse 17. Let's see what it says. He was going to Jerusalem. On the way, he took the 12 disciples to one side to talk to them. We are going to Jerusalem, he said. The Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests, the teachers of the law. They will sentence him to death. Verse 19. Then they will turn him over to the people who are not Jews. These were the Romans. The people will make fun of him and whip him. They will nail him to a cross. And on the third day, he will rise from the dead. So it's interesting that there's one verse in the Holy Quran which talks about the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, Hazrat Isa al-Masih. And as we have in the Bible, Jesus talks a lot about his own death just before it happened. 600-700 years later, there's one verse in the Quran, Surah 4, 171, where it says, 157, where it says the Jews boasted about having Christ crucified, but they did not, and he was not killed by them. So the Bible already tells beforehand that the Jews could not, but they handed him over to the Romans, and they crucified him on 3rd April 33 AD, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when Jesus died and lost his breath, his last. That's a historic fact. It's not only recorded in the Injiil, which is part of the Bible, historic documents like Matthew's Gospel, but we also have it in other historic documents of the first century. So let's see what, when Jesus talks about his death, what the mother of the Zebedee's sons, when they came to Jesus, when she came to Jesus and asked him, "What do you want?" Jesus asked. Verse 21, she said, "Promise me that one of my sons may sit at your right hand in your kingdom. Promise me that the other one may sit at your left hand." Verse 22, "You don't know what you're asking," Jesus said to the woman. "You really don't know." Why? "Can you drink the cup of suffering I'm going to drink?" he asked the woman. "Can you drink the cup of suffering I'm going to drink?" "We can," they answered. That's what they said. That meant really the cross, but they didn't understand. Jesus said to them, verse 23, Jesus said to them, look what he said, "You will certainly drink from my cup." Because as history tells us, all the 12 disciples were martyred for Christ later on by preaching the gospel, the Injiil. "You will certainly drink of my cup, but it is not," and we read this on the next page, "it is not for me to say who will sit at my right hand or left. These places belong to those my Father has prepared for them." Look at this. The other 10 disciples heard about this. They became angry at the two brothers. Jesus called them together. He said, "You know about the rulers of the nations. They hold power over their people. The high officials order them around. Don't be like that," Jesus says. "Anyone who wants to be important among you must be your servant. And anyone who wants to be first must be your slave. So this is a call for servant leadership. Be like the Son of Man, Jesus said. Be like him. He did not come to be served. Look, the Son of Man came from heaven. He did not come to be served, but he became a servant of all. Look, instead he became to serve others. It says in verse 28, and it says he came to give his life, and he gave his life as a price, as an atonement, as a down payment to set many people free. We've been reading until verse 28. So have a nice day.